Students that are often told that they can't do certain things, they do them here. They speak, they articulate, they move, they're creative, they're creating art, they're making theater, they're doing music, they're dancing, and they're joyful in doing all of that. And the fact that all of us who work here, I think, feel a great sense of gratitude that we're part of making that happen every day. HMS really is a holistic approach to what the kids who are with us need. Most of our kids do have CP, but some of our kids do present with traumatic brain injury. They can be here as young as age 5 and be with us all the way up through age 21. And so it really is a home for kids, but it's also a school environment. And that's really our focus, is to make sure they have a childhood experience when they're with us, but also have their needs met, whether it's through physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and a remarkable group of educators who've been here, some as long as 30 years. There really isn't any school that serves students with CP and traumatic brain injury the way that we do, and provides that residential experience as well. Our kids have the opportunity to come for either 5-day residence or 7-day residence, and what that does is it provides wraparound services for them. Some of our kids travel a great distance, and so the 5-day residence allows people who are relatively close by to come on Monday, stay through, and go home on Friday and be with their families. The 7-day residence allows us to reach students anywhere in the country. A lot of our families, when they say here that this feels like the finish line, is our families are incredible warriors for their kids, and they go through a heck of a lot to make sure their kids get the services that they need. And when they come here, you can almost feel an audible sigh that comes out that this is the right place.
After we had been here for a year or two, they started saying, hey, there's some benefits to being in the residence for Sierra that just being in the day school can't provide. We started out by going a night or 2 a week, and it went really well. And she became a 5-day resident and came home on the weekends, and that was just a fabulous experience for her. Being able to be in the residence has matured her.
Everyone here is going to meet you where you are, and when they're here, they're going to be part of our family.
I think the residence is a learning experience not just for the students, but also for the parents, because you are going to have to someday turn over some of the care and eventually all of the care to someone else. And that's a difficult thing to do as a parent.
Part of our thinking in the residence is preparing our kids for what their adult life is going to look like. The residence is the ultimate version of that, because it's their chance to have their space, to live on their own, really, with a lot of support, which they need, to be away from home for the very first time. And it's exciting, it's scary, it's fun, but they grow up and they get more confident. And you see them grow up in a way that's very unique. And I think it's a challenge for our population to get the kind of independence and confidence that we can give them in that environment.
It's really difficult to imagine not seeing someone that is like you for your entire school experience. So being at school with other children with cerebral palsy is an experience that I'm just so glad I was able to give her.
One of my favorite things that was said to me when I first got here was I asked what our kids were able to do when I hadn't worked with this population before. And somebody who was introducing me to the building over 20 years ago said, "We don't know, but you're going to help us find out." And that's how we approach every child.